Rock.
Jump the start. Three, two, 1.
Sean, you're late.
Shut up.
Who cares?
Hi, hello, welcome back to Dorkies. I'm Sean.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Cody.
And today's episode, unfortunately, it's not going to be comedic in the slightest apart from one or two jokes we toss in from side to side, because today, folks, we are talking about a very serious issue. Digital ID, online age verification, whatever you want to call it. The house, we live in America, and if you're watching this the day it comes out, which should be Sunday evening, Monday morning when you're watching this, if you're watching it when it comes out, the United States House passed the KIDS Act, which is a big package deal of a lot of these ridiculous bullshit online age verification things and what they called an ultra-expedited process, which is basically just the, hey, we're going to ram this through no matter what you say. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. The Senate hasn't voted on it yet. The Senate's in recess until next week. And I looked at it. It doesn't look like they're scheduled to vote on it next week. That doesn't guarantee that they're not going to vote on it the following week. So
They voted out of the blue for the House too, because they only gave like a day warning that they were going to do it.
Again, the ultra expedited process.
Yes.
This act included a number of things. The main one is the Kids Online Safety Act, KOSA, which when you say it out loud sounds very close to COPA or COPPA, which if you were on YouTube 7 years ago, you remember that.
Yeah, I remember that was a very big deal at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And if you don't think that this is a bad thing, just look over across the ocean at Europe, because it's getting really bad over there. Because like 20 million people had their IDs leaked in just like the first month of this being passed.
Not even that. All right, that's going to be our main issue. I feel like that's going to be the bulk of what we're discussing.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
The real issue is that this is just the government and big tech wanting more and more and more of your information. It's raining as we're recording this, as you can probably hear.
And
wonderful weather.
Sean's not allowed in the house right now.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's wonderful weather to talk about something so serious.
Yeah, it's a very...
it sets the mood. It sets the mood.
Yeah, you know what set the mood?
What?
Music. Not having to talk like this because of a fucking rain.
Yep.
Yeah, this is like a precursor to something much, much worse. Have you ever heard of the book 1984?
Wait, hear me out, guys. It's the rain before the storm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm 2 for 2 with our jokes.
Yeah.
I stole our joke budget.
You stole our joke budget. Okay. Yeah.
And now I'm going into debt.
Yeah, but the main, the big issue is that this is just the government and big tech wanting more and more of your information so that, if they ever pass speech laws, which, they've tried to. If you live in California, you poor bastard, there's already, hate crime laws, but they could, let's say you tweet out something, mildly controversial. Like what I would call... a slightly off-color joke. Something you probably, this is the tameness of it. It's something you probably shouldn't say in school or in public, but you could probably get away with it.
Yeah, there's already, here's the thing. There's already laws for kids online that they passed decades ago. This is
was COPA.
This is more nefarious. This is way more nefarious.
Yeah. Hold on. Wasn't this what the COPA thing and that hearing with Mark Zuckerberg was all about? Wasn't the whole thing that they were wasn't the whole thing about they wanted less data harvesting? And now, and then the whole thing with COPA on YouTube.
Yes.
And now, in order to prevent kids' information from being harvested, they want kids to give them more information to harvest.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I think you guys brought up the UK, but we could actually go even like closer. We could use like Discord.
Well, yeah.
They have ideas, and that got leaked like almost immediately.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly.
A lot of third parties.
And this is the main issue. This is the main issue. I mean, it's bullshit even if this wasn't an issue.
Here's the thing. A lot of third-party websites do not have the
They don't have the
security.
encryption. Yeah, this shit needs, like, NordVPN. Actually, no, it needs NordVPN protection on steroids. Because NordVPN's like, it would take a hacker with a supercomputer 1,000 years or 1,000,000 years to get through Nord's encryption. Okay, well, then why is the data protection on these IDs, on the IDs that have already been given? I am sorry, I've just consumed a bit of carbonated beverage, that's gonna happen.
Alright, so have we.
Yeah. Well, apparently that's just how I'm built. But that's not this topic. The protection on this, if it is going to exist, which don't even grant them that premise, but if this is going to exist, the protection on these IDs should be like the Pentagon on steroids. You know what I mean? It should be borderline impossible.
Here's the thing. So you heard a couple months ago that they're trying to censor a lot of stuff, like Visa and MasterCard were trying to censor a lot of stuff.
They were trying to censor Steam.
Yes.
I think you already can't use them on Pornhub.
No, that's not the point. That's not the point.
You would know that.
They're trying to censor entertainment.
I'm not dumb enough to pay for porn.
Well, clearly you did, because you know this.
There are
I listened to a video about it. All right, it was a Theo Vaughn podcast.
Okay, moving on. Here's my point. They're trying to censor your entertainment. It's a different branch to what they're trying to do for the kids, but they're trying to censor your entertainment, which goes against the freedom of speech.
It's
entirely.
Yeah, I mean, if this goes through the Senate, it's not, and then gets signed by the president. It's not like it gets, let's say that all happens tomorrow. All right, just hypothetical. It doesn't go into effect instantly. You have like a year and a half for them to build this stuff. That year and a half period would be where they would take it before a bunch of federal courts or the Supreme Court, and in which case I feel like they could it would have some privacy concerns. It already has plenty of privacy concerns.
Not to mention it's completely unconstitutional.
It's unconstitutional. Completely unconstitutional. Because the moment it gets passed, right, YouTube is gonna, see a way to, technically not take down the right-wing content, but, limit its reach.
This is bad for either political side.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's horrible. No matter if you're a Democrat, a Republican, no matter what political party you're in, this is horrible for anyone, any age, and even if you're not even if you're not into politics, this is horrible for you.
No, and this is
horrible for like any internet user,
any age.
Again, no sides. Like, doesn't even matter like age. Anybody's age. Anybody is affected by this.
Right. Everybody's affected by this. The problem is the people writing these laws. Well, no, the people writing these laws know how the internet works. They just want to take all your shit.
The thing is,
the people passing them are largely older Gen X and 80-year-old boomers who don't understand the internet.
The world is moving more and more
towards... They still think floppy disks are relevant!
Everything's on the internet nowadays. If you need an ID to access, let's say, your personal photos, that's going to be horrible. Because you're basically locked out of it, and somebody steals your ID because you're trying to access a photo of your child for their birthday or something?
Somebody does that. And let's get kind of juvenile with this. Let's say, this goes through a couple years time, kids are assholes, and they're also, they're also
learning.
Crafty little assholes.
Yes, they are.
Let's say a couple kids get into a feud. Or there's one kid that everybody targets. Well, let's say that one kid had to, like, his parents verified their age. Well, one of these crafty little fuckers, one of the crafty ones, can find that, track the kid down, and harass him at home. This is a hypothetical situation, but it's not unrealistic if this goes through.
It technically already really can happen, but this just makes it easier.
This just makes it a million times
easier.
What
about worries about
and it makes it easier for pedophiles to hunt children. Yes.
You're just giving them the age range that they want.
Bingo.
And here's the thing. The thing I'm mainly worried about is how they're trying to take power away from the parents.
Yep.
The parents are the most important.
Well, that's the reason this started getting passed. It's because these goddamn millennial iPad parents couldn't be bothered to parent their own fucking kids. They just gave them the iPad and oh no, I was gonna say weird ass Spider-Man and Elsa shit.
Elsa-gate.
I mean that's kind of what the catalyst was for all this shit. A little bit.
Yeah.
It's just.
Elsa-gate was the start of this, to be fair.
Elsa-gate was the start of this, and that it's just.
It's gone worse and worse and downhill over and over again.
Yep, just.
They're trying to make it so much worse every single year. Every month that's passed, I've sent you new information.
Yep.
I've sent my friends, Shaw, retire, new information on this.
Let me give you this so you can speak up a bit more.
I have been talking about this for 2 years to them about this, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. And like at 2025, we saw the precursor to this over there in Europe.
In Britain.
Yeah,
well, no,
Britain.
23, it started in 23 with, I think it was Britain, and then it was Florida and Texas, all sort of around the same time, passed laws requiring age verification for porn. That is the only legitimate argument for any kind of online age verification. And by granting that premise, here we are. We're deep in this shit. The storm's rolling in.
It starts with this,
It's already getting worse.
Folks, it starts with this. And then what's gonna happen in 2 years is they're gonna try and take away your rights to say anything political in any way in public.
It's gonna turn back into what the internet was in like 2019 to 2021, where saying the wrong thing gets your ass canceled.
They really want it to be is where if you say something wrong in public, then you get arrested for it. You get arrested for it in public. You get arrested for it anywhere for just the slightest little thing. They're already doing it over there in Britain. Is with the slightest little thing, you can be arrested for it now for saying something that they don't agree with.
Yep. I mean, it's getting ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
Like last week we were talking about games. This is gonna affect those.
This is gonna affect games. Like people. Like, nobody is going to come out of this unscathed. Nobody
wins but the big corporations again. And the government.
All right, we're going to pause this and then we're going to want to move inside. We'll be back with you momentarily, everybody.
Yeah.
Sean watches porn.
Yep.
What was that?
It said recording with USB mic.
Yeah, I was just checking because I want to make sure it wasn't a what port, you know?
Hi. I'm going to set this down, actually.
Actually, no, don't give it to me.
Okay. Yeah, so we had to swap location because as you heard in the first 15-ish minutes of this video, it was absolutely pissing down rain and started blowing in and becoming really inconvenient to speak.
It was the shit before the storm.
Yeah. Speaking of making it inconvenient to speak,
Hey! Everyone, if you don't already realize how bad the situation is, this can censor anything. As long as they just deem it not appropriate for children or whatever. So, like the Holy Bible, people don't like that. Oh, guess what happens? They censor it or get rid of it.
Yep.
Any digital version that they don't like, oh, well, that's censored. That's gotten rid of.
Get rid of it.
Yeah. So, books are not off limits, too, because they could change that with the Kids Act.
Yep.
It's so wide of a range of things that they can do with it.
Right.
It should have already not have been able to pass the House. If this passes the Senate, it's going to be insane.
Now, when it comes to it passing the Senate in its current form, it is unlikely to pass the Senate, which means it goes back to the House, and they either make adjustments to it, or hopefully, ideally in that situation, it just dies.
Stop it, kills it, yeah.
It just dies. Now, what the Senate doesn't want to make it, how am I trying to say this? The Senate wants it to be more authoritarian rather than less authoritarian, which it's ridiculous.
The thing they're trying to do is to turn America into like a communist dictatorship.
Yep.
More people are getting arrested in Britain right now for the stuff they say online than in communist China, which is insane. In Europe right now, because they're like the main area that's passed all this.
Yep.
It's so many people, like the top 10 in the list are all just European countries.
Yep.
It's gotten so bad that if you try to compare America to Europe right now for free speech, it looks like they're a communist dictatorship.
Yep. Well, no, and Britain's not part of the EU, but the wider EU has its own age verification law, which I use Proton VPN because it's free. I recently got Starlink, but I was anchored in Virginia for some reason, and at the time, Virginia had passed its own ridiculous age verification law for social media, which YouTube's included in that. I don't really view YouTube as a piece of social media. Do you know what I mean?
I get what you mean, but technically it is deemed.
It's classified as social media because you can't really classify it as anything else.
Yeah.
But I use YouTube for if I'm using Instagram, I'm there for 30-second clips. I don't really use YouTube Shorts.
Yeah, and let's talk about how wide of a range of where this is all happening.
After I was, I got on a tangent, as I tend to do.
Yeah. So
I was finished. I said as I tend to do. Anyway, but Virginia, which is where my Starlink had decided to anchor me in, for some reason, Virginia had passed this ridiculous social media age verification law where it was like, unless you verify that you are over the age of 16, you get no more than an hour on all social media, combined. And I was just like, that's ridiculous. I'm getting, and I just Googled free VPN, and Proton had some good reviews. So I was just like, all right, gonna use this. So
the thing is,
it's free, so unfortunately I don't get to choose where I wind up.
Is that why you end up in Finland?
Yeah.
I forgot you ended in Finland.
Did my Discord say I was in Finland?
No, you had Finland ads, remember?
No, that was Netherlands.
That's when you were in the Netherlands. Oh.
Yeah. No, and it connects me to the Netherlands half the time, and it gets really annoying because there's never a skippable ad in the Netherlands on YouTube for some reason, and it pisses me off.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Though.
So this is.
It's funny when he gets them though. He doesn't know something.
This has been happening in 10 states so far, maybe more.
A bunch of states. It started with porn. It expanded to social media.
Well,
that's
what
we
how
were talking
it starts.
about.
It just worms its way through the cracks of what you just deem just slightly unacceptable.
Right. Now, the whole porn thing, right?
This isn't just about porn, Sean.
I know, but this is the excuse they used, and is one of the excuses they're using.
In our last video, we were talking about gaming, and I sort of mentioned about censorship and stuff like that in it, and it's worming its way into gaming right now.
Yep.
And it's gonna worm its way into TV shows, cartoons, movies, anything like that of the sort, like I was mentioning earlier.
Not even that long, dude.
They're
not that long.
That one
All right,
is.
let's stop. Let's get back to that.
Single nail is not gonna make me clip my entire toenail.
How does that not hurt, dude?
Because it's not not digging into me.
All right.
Let's get back to.
Why are you looking at my toes, bro?
Well, you're the one with your fucking dogs out.
Because my shoes are wet.
All right, let's get back to the censorship.
This is why you wear real shoes, Tyler.
This is why you don't look at my feet, Sean. You
all right, give me this.
Freak.
So this is happening in Australia, almost all of Europe.
Australia, it's real bad.
Yeah, and they're trying to do this in Japan, South Korea. So literally almost every country.
And it all started coming through around the same time.
Which is weird. It's all just...
Like, this is not a conspiracy theory. This is a push from the World Economic Forum.
Yeah, it's
if you don't know what that is, look it up. You will be disturbed. The guy who's the head of it, or the former head of it, Klaus Schwab, dresses like a goddamn Sith Lord, unironically.
Well, that would be comfortable, though. Anyways.
No, and I'm not saying like he does cosplay. He dresses in like equivalent fashion to like a real life Sith Lord. This is an evil motherfucker.
Aren't the majority of the people that are passing this just evil? Like,
no, there's
You'd be hard pressed to name a good politician, like a nice politician. You know what I mean?
Yep. I mean, no, it's a mix between evil and stupidity.
Yeah.
Like, some people in this situation are just evil. Some people in this situation are just retarded. Some of them are both. And that's a dangerous combination.
As we know from somebody in real life.
Yes.
I think we're all thinking the same person.
It's not me.
No, not you.
No. Alright, let's get past this.
E.S.
Ow. He's just an asshole. He's
Okay.
I mean, he did technically almost hit Cody with his car.
Alright, well,
That's not really a tick.
Not really an apples to apples comparison there. We're talking.
Okay.
I mean, attempted murder is kind of evil.
Yeah, it is.
Not really something you would say, oh, he's just a dick. He attempted to murder me. It's pretty evil.
Alright, let's get back to the conversation about censorship for
Back
children.
on topic.
Yeah.
They're at this point, like we were mentioning earlier, they're trying to take away the power of the parent. The parent is, like, weak parents create hard times for their children.
Yep.
And this is the hard times that are coming. They're really hard. They're going to destroy parenting for the rest of us. Like, because if in, like, 10 years, whenever I decide to have children, it's not going to be... If
any of us can get that far.
Oh, it's not even like a partner thing. It's just
money.
That too. Also, just work. It's like how we work at the pool.
Yeah.
To lifeguard them.
They're annoying.
They're working there and makes me not want kids, dude.
It's all down to parenting.
Yeah, the parenting should be like this.
I think they should bring back the belt.
All right, so they started censoring.
It was used on me.
okay, Sean. All right.
I kind of have an argument against it, I guess. I don't think they used it enough on you, buddy.
Wow.
I mean, Trauma, folks. Trauma.
Have you seen your manners?
All right.
But that's not the shit I was belted for.
Exactly. Okay.
All right. Let's get back to the topic for this. Like we were mentioning parenting, it's getting so bad. It's to the point where the government's trying to weasel its way into every facet of your life. If America had it to where, like, in Britain, whenever they took away gun rights, then they started worming their way in with all these other rules and legislation to try and take away knives. So they're trying to take away any way of fighting back against this, because words are not going to help. Like,
you and I are the two. No shade at you, Tyler. Like, not that you're politically, like, unattentive. Between the two of us, we are the political ones on this show.
Yeah.
I don't care for them. I hate politics.
Right,
it always leads to fighting.
But you pay close enough attention, like, as to where you're just like, oh, well, this is bullshit. You know what I mean?
Retarded.
Yep.
Kill yourselves.
Yeah.
Why is there? What is that? Is that a Capri Sun?
That is a Capri Sun that has been up there, I believe, for the last 17 years.
I'll grab it. I'll drink it.
No, I'm not gonna drink from a 17-year-old Capri Sun.
I'll drink a 17-year-old Capri Sun if this ever hits 1,000 subscribers.
No!
You know what? Yeah, sure. If it hit 1,000 subscribers, Cody would drink that 17-year-old Capri Sun.
It's been in this basement through bitter cold and massive humidity. There's so many microplastics that are gonna go directly to your nuts, buddy.
All right, let's get back to this. Yes, so they are trying to whittle their way in, and it's only a matter of time before they do implants and stuff like that.
Yep.
For
I don't trust the Neuralink shit.
I don't trust it either.
Give you as a chip to go on the internet.
Yeah. A chip that goes into your brain. Like, I do not trust that.
You know what? I don't trust it either. I don't know why people are so cool with that.
Like that seems like
creepy.
Instant mind control. This is how we get the Matrix.
Yeah, that too. But like, imagine getting a virus in your head.
Oh yeah, computer virus.
Yeah, because now basically with computers, viruses.
But
yep. And then they charge you for it.
Yeah.
They charge you so they can advertise to you constantly. The only legitimate reason for like brain implants like that
is if you're
like,
paralyzed.
I was gonna say if you like lost an arm, if you're paralyzed, your eyeballs don't work great.
Yeah.
I mean, more screwed up than this. This is corrected by glasses.
Him?
No, something that you can't. I mean, like blind.
Have you seen his glasses?
No, I have. No, I'm talking like
that man is basically blind.
Tyler, I'm talking about people that
I know what you mean.
That are like straight up blind.
He basically is without his glasses.
I'm technically.
You can at least see somewhat.
I can kind of see.
Yeah, you can kind of. He can't.
I'm pretty much legally blind. I'd need glasses if I ever drive.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is. It's a slippery slope, folks.
It is.
And it's happening so fast.
It's
like a few years ago,
So slippery, it's rubbed in butter.
Like even in the ridiculousness of COVID, I never thought that this was a possibility.
Yeah,
because the internet, like, you can try really hard, and a lot of people will comply. The internet is a place that cannot be regulated.
Yeah, things are getting more and more expensive over the years, and it's just becoming unaffordable to buy homes and other things, and they're trying to take away more and more rights from you.
More and more freedom.
It's something's got to give.
Right. Now, like YouTube recently, because of these pushes around the world, they put in like this AI age estimation stuff. Now, it hasn't hit me yet, mostly because I
think out of
smart.
everybody, it only hit Kim, actually.
But that's because she doesn't have an account yet, technically. And even then, wouldn't a more, like, viable age verifier be like a phone number?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To not lose, like, all your information. But then again, kids can still do that, but it's harder.
The only legitimate reason to give your ID to any company is if you get hacked and want to get your shit back.
At this point, you might as well just give them your bank account information, your social security number.
Identity theft out the wazoo. Imagine, like, the digital terrorism that would happen.
Oh, dude, if that ever...
Like...
If somebody if they actually pass this shit,
yeah,
I'm taking my money out of my bank account.
Dude. Okay, have either of you two heard about this UTTP situation?
I might have. What was it?
It was like the YouTube troll police, and they all have like this cartoon cop as their like profile picture. Okay, well, basically, it was a troll group that hacked like a lot of dormant YouTube accounts, and they were putting spam in comment sections and harassing people. Took down harassed a bunch of nerdy communities, geeky communities, autistic communities.
So this is why you're so much an expert in it. Then.
No, I just heard about this in the last couple weeks, but they called themselves the YouTube Troll Police, which was complete bullshit from the start. But anyway, they hacked a bunch of accounts and were putting a bunch of ridiculous shit up, mass tagging campaigns. Imagine if a group like that could get a hold of your ID.
It'd be chaos.
That's why I said, digital terrorism, because that's what would unfold.
Oh yeah. The amount of chaos, just like a group of like that could do that, with the new verification stuff that they're trying to push.
Yep.
Dude, the amount of identity fraud that would happen would be like, that'd be like a
out the wazoo.
Yeah, literally, like you know, like how water comes out like with a dam works.
Yeah.
Yep.
There would be no more fucking dam.
Yeah.
The thing we haven't mentioned yet is
if we go over that waterfall, we're doomed.
Yeah. The thing we haven't mentioned.
Damn you, live.
Yeah. The thing we have not mentioned yet is what are they gonna do with all this? What are they gonna do with your ID? What are they gonna
spy on your ass?
Yeah, they're gonna spy on you even
which
more.
they're already doing.
Try to get more money out of your ass.
Try to get more dirt on you.
They already have all the dirt they need for
execute probably Sean and Cody.
Let's say there's a bunch of laws that people aren't aware of, right? And are technically there's like a bunch of laws that just aren't enforced but are still on the books.
Yeah.
All right. Imagine like your local government or a homeowners association or just a school bully, a work rival. They get a hold of your identity, and let's say that's linked to you have like a home security system. They watch and they decide to watch you, and you accidentally break one of these laws that's technically still on the books.
Yeah. How long before they put something in for like a security check for like the ID, and then somebody gets locked out of like their bank account or something like that for like the digital ID because you can't log into it without your ID.
Yep.
It's really going to get pretty bad real quickly when people can't access their money and they can't eat. They contact the police officers. Oh, they can't help.
Nope.
Because it's all digital.
And then we're gonna have more like people in poverty and stuff like that. And then you know what they already do to them? They're really treating them bad anyways.
Yeah. I mean, and clearly none of this has been brought up at any point during any of this age verification shit, or it's just been ignored, because if it had been brought up and taken seriously, they would have just killed these things instantly.
Remember, folks, if you don't want this to pass, the best thing you can try to do is contact your local senator.
Well, contact one of your state senators.
State senators, yes.
One or both of your state senators, and this is specifically for the U.S. If you're in Britain, God help you.
This is like the only thing you can do.
If you're somebody's in Britain, run for your if you can, run for your government. I don't know what yours is.
It's like their parliament or their MP or whatever.
I barely picked it into ours. Why would I pick it into other people's governments?
That's true. Yeah. No. Again, if I know we are incredibly small, I think the last one got like maybe 65 views. I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, it was like 60-something views, but yes. Any little bit helps for this.
To be topical for once.
Yeah, we do get to be topical for once. For as small of a channel as we are, if even one of you contacts one or both of your state senators, contacts a representative for if this has to go back through the House, if any of you do that, then we've at least done something to stop this. All three of us should probably contact our state senators. We should contact Fetterman.
At least he tries to do some good,
I was watching him during his run, and I was just like, this is going to go poorly. Well, lo and behold, he's one of the smartest Democrats, because he actually has a degree of common sense.
Yeah.
Still wouldn't vote for him for president, but I feel like he has a degree of sense on this.
Hear me out. Would you vote for him if there was, a worse option?
Yes.
If the Republican was just worse?
Yes, you would vote for the better option.
Ooh,
actually,
boy.
Yeah, you'd probably vote for the better option because there's no... Actually, vote for a third party or something. Or run yourself.
I would probably just not vote in that situation, which I hate doing.
Yeah, I don't even...
I would just try to figure out a third party if you're going to be like that.
Or run yourself.
A third party is a lost cause.
Hey, if enough people do it, we could get a third party president.
Anyways, let's get... Yeah,
vote for me, I'll be the water bottle party.
This,
the water bottle party?
Trust.
At this point, there's not even much you can do.
I mean, you could contact your senator, email your senator.
At this point...
you can call your representative.
Yeah, at this point, they're probably not even going to do anything or listen to you.
I don't want to call people, though. I'm going to message you.
It's pretty much... They're going to do whatever they want at this point for that. They don't really care much about personal... Because this isn't even... This is not for the people. This is for against the people.
This is for big tech, and this is for the government. Nothing unites the United States Congress more than fucking over the common man.
Yeah. Agreed. I couldn't say it any better for this type of situation because, well, they're probably going to try something worse before the year ends. Like, because it's been moving so fast for every other country, and they've tried it in 3 or 4 different ways in other countries as well until they finally passed it. It's probably going to be even a worse bill before the end of this.
Yeah. But like I said at the beginning of this, the Senate isn't even scheduled to vote on this yet. They are out until, Monday next week. So not the Monday you're watching this on, but, the following Monday. And then they're not scheduled to vote on this even that week. So hopefully that's, we have time to do that. Okay. Yeah, just checking the time.
Okay.
So, and, the Senate is unsatisfied with this version of the bill anyway, so hopefully, if it goes back, when it goes back through the House, if they vote no on it, if it goes back through the House, one of two things is going to happen. It's either going to get killed in the House...
It's not.
No. Yeah, let me finish. One of two things is going to happen. It's either going to get killed in the House, or they're going to do what they always do and attach it to the 2027 budget, which they do with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Well,
or on the off chance that the SAVE Act goes through, strap it to the back of that.
Yeah, they have to keep passing this through different methods for each country. It's just getting to the point where it's obviously evil and nefarious, and nobody wants it, so they keep trying to pass it, obviously. It's the most evil thing I've ever seen them try to do. And the fact is, what are they going to try and pass next, like I was saying earlier? Because if this is, the newest model of what they're trying to do to censor people, because they already got this through most other countries, and we've seen how that's going. It's not going very well.
What happens if they start doing a social credit score?
Basically, we're China at that point.
Yep. I mean, tweet out something slightly controversial, make an off-color joke without knowing it.
You're in jail.
Yep.
Or dead.
If you are a regular viewer of this podcast, or just know me in real life, I say some unhinged bullshit.
He would be the first to die.
Yeah, out of the three of us, I'm the first to go. And then it's Cody. And then you simply for associating with us.
That's what he thinks, by the way. That's what he thinks. He hasn't seen what me and Cody have discussed together.
But yeah,
Yeah, that's...
the banking systems, too. Because this is going to lead to...
I don't know if that's the air conditioning, or it's
this is gonna
a shitty light.
Yeah, this is going to lead to major censoring for, the banks, right?
I'm hoping it's not my power.
Sean.
Dorkies in the dark.
Sean, so for this, like we were saying earlier, for the banking, right? Because they could just lock you out immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very slippery slope for that, because you're going to die of starvation eventually.
Yep.
What happens if somebody feeds you and they figure that out?
I mean,
is it like North Korea where they're just going to lock, your entire family out of it, or?
I mean, if it if it were to pass, the only acceptable way this passes is that it can't be used to lock you out of your bank account. It can't be used to stop you from getting employed. It can't be used... like, the only way it could be used would be to verify your age. Like, it should have to be, you know, like, and these centers that they store this information in should be completely unhackable.
Yes.
All right? And even then, it's still horseshit.
Yeah, even in the best case scenario for this bill, even if they were to tweak it so much to where they are satisfied and it's a semi-good bill, it's still a horrible bill. It's still a horrible bill. Like Sean was saying,
yeah.
There's nothing good about this bill.
There is nothing good. This benefits no one in any way.
Yeah, they're like
and unfortunately, it's not a lot of people are aware of it. And the people who are aware of it are vastly young people in their late teens and early 20s, like us, and I'm sure like you watching.
Actually, I should probably check our demographic.
Yeah. But yeah, most people are probably in that, 18 to 35-year-old demographic watching this. Unfortunately, in the 18 to 25 demographic, politicians just... generally do not take that age group seriously, because in their mind you haven't lived enough yet to have any legitimate grievances with anyone.
If this was such a good bill, why are they trying to hide it?
Yeah.
Why are they hiding it?
Why are they trying to hide it?
If it's so good, why not publicly show it?
If it would benefit anybody in any way, why are they trying to hide it?
Yeah, you're never going to see the mainstream media cover this.
No. I mean...
They want your information too, probably.
Right. I mean, and what's really irritating to me, like I watch... the political show I watch, I am a fan of Steven Crowder, which that should give you an idea of my political leanings.
Sean, I think they're very aware right now.
They are very aware, but the political show I watch every day, that they put an episode out, they're sort of off next week, I don't know. But I watch him every time he puts a show out. And unfortunately... at least not that I've heard, he has not mentioned digital ID once in the past year. Even though he's made statements that he is very much against it in the past. Well, here it is, Steven. Like, are you going to talk about it? What are you doing?
Yeah, you might have...
Sean versus Steven Crowder.
It's all smart.
I would honestly love to meet that dude.
That'll be a very fun episode.
I've seen a few...
Like, if we ever got to the size where we could bring him on as a guest or be a guest on his show...
That would be very weird.
I feel like we'd have a good time.
Yeah, I've seen a few channels talk about this, but it's not many.
To appear on other people's shows,
Yeah. Now, and the second most frequent outright political channel that I watch... is Matt Walsh, and that's not super frequent. I really enjoyed Matt Walsh when he was doing the What is a Woman, and when he was doing like his debunking the racism stuff. He was very much on it with that. He supports these bills because he's an idiot.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I don't know if I've ever really watched him, but I think he's kind of very much falling off a lot. If you know
Yes.
Yeah. No. He is.
He tried to say. Did he try to say Sonic 3 was woke?
He called anime satanic.
Yeah. This is not a good fucking view for him.
Yeah. No. This is again on the gender stuff and on the race stuff. He was very good. He had his finger on the pulse, and at times very, very funny.
Remember, folks, if you are a fan of, anime and other things, this is going to be affected too.
Yep.
It's literally affecting everything. Mm-hmm. Even your job's probably going to be affected if you've got any sort of technology there.
I mean, people were losing their jobs for off-color jokes they made in 2006 during COVID. Yeah. What happens when this goes through and everything you've ever done on the internet gets traced back to you? It's the end of anonymity.
Yeah, even if it's not as bad as we're saying, it's still going to be pretty bad.
It's going to be horrible. It's probably going to be worse.
It might, yeah. It's most definitely going to be worse. Like, because how wide it's left open, like, even if it gets tweaked, like I was saying earlier, it's going to, yeah, it's slippery slope, man.
To quote Wendigoon, remember, kids, if anybody says, oh, the government would never do that, oh, yes, they would.
Like Ronald Reagan once said,
will fuck you.
The government will fuck you. They cannot get enough of fucking you.
Like Ronald Reagan once said, we're with the government and we're here to help.
Like Ronald Reagan once said, the 9 scariest words in the English language. I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Or however many words it is.
It's
right.
True.
I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Hey, I got it right. Look at us. Talking about a complex social issue one moment and then not being able to count the number of words in a sentence the next.
That's you. That was for you, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it's ridiculous. Outright ridiculous that this is even a conversation right now.
Like, they're not even trying to fight this in other countries. Like, maybe in a little bit in Britain, maybe, but their government's completely against them.
Their government hates
Australia, their government's completely against them.
Yep.
Every place in the world that's passing this bill right now, their government is either too, they don't see a problem with it. They literally do not see a problem with passing this bill in other countries. It's getting horrible, folks. It's not.
Why we have to have more like common men people.
Yeah, we need more common sense in this world because.
That's why there needs to be limits on how much people like politicians can be donated to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think corporations should be allowed to donate to politicians. I really don't. I don't think Pepsi or Disney should be allowed to donate to any political campaign at all.
Yeah.
Right? Now, how would you regulate that? I don't know. Like, if it's a local business, like, that's one thing.
Simply make it where the CEOs can't donate.
Yeah. No. Well, no. I don't think you can stop individuals from donating. You can't, but you can stop companies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's say, like, if Jeff Bezos, as an individual, wants to donate to, I don't know, AOC's political campaign, there's no real way of stopping that. You know what I mean?
Because if they want one thing, that they're gonna get it because they've donated so much money.
No, like, legally it would be like a big question of, like, well, he's donating as an individual who just happens to have a shitload of money. All right? Stopping Bezos from donating would, in effect, be stopping anybody from donating, and then these politicians wouldn't have money to run.
Oh no, not the.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier with Jeff Bezos.
As much as we hate these politicians, sometimes it is sort of a necessary evil.
Like you were saying earlier, Sean, with Jeff Bezos, he could donate like $100 million to each politician right now.
Yep.
And
whoever wins, he comes out on top.
Yeah. You could do whatever you want if you have the right amount of money, or you just don't.
Let's say it's a local business. Let's say it's a business called I don't know. Let's say I own a business called Sean's Diner. It's the only one like in existence, or if there is another one that they're totally disconnected. Let's say that Sean's Diner wants to donate $50,000 to a local representative. That's fine. What?
Sean Heaster's Patty Shack.
Sean Heaster's Patty Shack?
Yes, that's your name. That's your name.
Yeah, no. So let's say Sean's Diner wants to donate $50,000 to, a local senator or to a presidential candidate. All right? That's fine. But if McDonald's wants to donate $50 million because it's Skylanders.
I know, I saw it.
Yeah. If McDonald's wants to donate $50 million, like, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? Now I don't know, like, how you would necessarily regulate this, or maybe it's just like any business isn't allowed to donate more than $50,000 to a political campaign.
Like, limit the amount. I guess that would work. Actually, you know what? It could be. That could work for both big people in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
right. So that
like a limit to what they could donate.
Right. So that way, I mean, that way Disney and McDonald's can't donate more than $50,000 each. Right. Which for those companies, that's the amount they like. That is a sneeze. That is a piss droplet to them. All right.
Ha-ha! I'm the mascot of Rainbow Corporation. Ha-ha! Shut up, bitch! Bend over.
Alright, give me that back, Mickey Mouse.
You're gonna get the mouse.
Is this the South Park episode?
Nope.
Okay.
Ha-ha!
Just evil Mickey Mouse over here.
Pretty much.
Okay, about 9 minutes to go. About 9-10 minutes to go. It's.
That's your dear friend over here.
I mean, I know we've been reiterating a lot of the same points.
It's just so dangerous to have something of this magnitude.
It is.
The magnitude of this is like a 10 on the political scale because it's such. You're like at the edge of the cliff.
Broadly sweeping.
Yeah.
So ridiculously broadly sweeping.
Did you see how easy it was for it to pass the House?
How bad was that? I didn't actually get to see that.
It passed really easily.
Talk about it, and I saw someone talk about
so
it.
There was like maybe 100 not senators, but House senators, or whatever they are, that didn't pass it, but the rest passed.
Yeah. No, it got to the 2/3 majority it needed. Or I don't know. Like the rules were different in this case because it was like they invoked some protocol that like I'm surprised they don't just call it the ram through protocol because that's effectively what it is. They use this on budgets a lot, and they basically whenever you're about to get fucked, the ram through process was used.
Oh, bend over, buddy.
Yep.
You're gonna get the 10-inch mouse.
Yep.
Up your bum.
Okay. That is
I need to stop.
Yeah, you do.
You know what? Nah, fuck it. When we do a show, I'm gonna add a mouse or something.
You need to stop with rapist Mickey.
I can't see the president passing this.
What's worse, rapist Mickey or Epstein Yoda?
No, Epstein Yoda's still funny though. Therefore, I'm gonna.
Sean, do you think Trump would pass a bill like this?
I do not trust him to have.
He's older. He doesn't know the internet all that well.
Yeah, that's. I don't.
Point where he might actually. I think we're at a point where he's gonna pass it.
I don't think he would.
Trust him.
I don't.
To have the wherewithal to read it and see what's in it.
Because he has people in his cabinet.
Not to be rude, I feel like he's gonna do the. Have you guys seen the Simpsons movie?
No.
Okay, give me the thing real quick.
Okay, Mr. President, you need to pick one of these options for me to do. I've been elected to lead, not to read. I pick number 3.
Here's the thing for this. Here's how I view it, right? People in his cabinet say, "Oh, do this one," because it's like it's
Cody,
such like they're gonna.
That's
tell them
literally
it's
what
for
I
the
just
kids.
said.
It's, yeah, like you're saying, it's to protect the kids. They're probably gonna lie and sweeten it up, right, without telling them.
They're gonna butter it up.
It's not to protect the kids though. It's the old think of the children excuse.
Please think of the children.
You use that so that anybody who opposes it, you know,
like the bad guy.
You look like the bad guy. We're the ones trying to protect the children, not Congress. Half of Congress is probably in the Epstein files.
Yeah. Here's the
Sean,
thing.
that's too generous. All of them are.
More than likely.
I don't think Trump cares what the mainstream media says about him, but they're probably going to smear him if they don't.
They've been smearing Trump day in and day out for 11 years.
Yeah, if they don't,
he doesn't care.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but I'm just saying is if they, if he doesn't pass it right, they're probably going to say Trump is against your children's rights.
Trump is against your children's safety.
Like, no, he's not.
To be fair,
right?
If he passes it, yes, he is. But if he doesn't pass it, he is.
Right.
He's for it.
Now, when it comes to like account setup, a lot of children are probably just gonna put in like their actual date of birth. You know what I mean? If it's for YouTube or
what's
Instagram
funny?
or something.
You know what's funny?
What?
I'm pretty sure my thing is I always use my parents' age.
Right.
So it's never actually my age. I think even on this phone, actually, my mom's birthday is still used over mine. It's like, I probably should fix that.
Right.
But it's still funny to think about.
But, like, you know, now sometimes you're going to get the kids who are a little smarter and go, you know, okay, I'm just going to add, you know, 10, 15 years to my age so I can, mainly so I don't get hit with the, you know, restricted mode on YouTube. You know what I mean?
I simply used my parents' birthday.
Yep.
The thing here is the
And
parents.
you're never going to know which parent I use, guys. Switch it around.
Nice.
The parents.
Go trying to
should
find
be
me,
the most-
assholes.
The parents should be the most important thing for the children online,
Mm-hmm.
not the government. No one wants the government to protect their children online
Correct.
because
To
most
be
of them
fair,
are,
parents
like,
should just... This is all
Parents
parents
are
being
predators.
lazy's
This
fault.
is like I said at the beginning, this is all due to those goddamn lazy millennial parents who just gave their kid an iPad. Just to solve the perceived problem of their kid bothering them too much.
yeah,
I'm starting to wonder if my dad mistook, like, me wanting that as what happened.
Yeah, we cannot have this pass through the Senate. Because if it does pass through the Senate, bye your rights.
Bye to your freedom.
Yeah,
Because
it's
it
not
takes effect. Yeah, bye to your freedom in like January of 28. I want to say.
Here's the
Because
thing.
I said, like a year and a half.
Here's what I'm seeing over there in Europe. They're saying, "Oh, we got this pass now. What can we get away with?" And
yeah,
they're getting
well. No,
away with
and
a
one
lot.
of the excuses Keir Starmer used was just like, "Oh yeah, no, no, it's not for social media. There's these kids on these like suicide sites." What part of your ass are you pulling that out of? You dumb.
What suicide app?
Like I've never heard of a single one.
I've
Never heard of a single suicide site. He pulled something out of his ass to justify it.
I heard of
He's a lying bastard.
in Canada, right? There's a help. They will help you euthanize yourself, and it's like the
Well, that actually,
it's the
I
fifth
think that
leading cause
wasn't
of
that
death.
wasn't that in China first, or was that Finland or something?
I don't know.
It's the fifth leading cause.
Either
of death.
way, it's
Well, 'cause
America's evil top
some,
hat.
Because some place has a place where you can just go and kill yourself, and they'll do it for you.
Yeah, it's the fifth leading cause of death.
It's the
behind, like,
fifth
heart
leading
attacks.
cause of death in Canada.
Yeah.
They'll call you at your house asking like, "Hey, do you want maid?" There was a woman who was like called like once every 2 days for weeks on end, and the family had to sue the government to make them stop.
Oh, there's this one thing that happened. I heard the story. I don't know if it's entirely true, but it's probably true. This woman, right? She wanted to, euthanize herself, and then she decided, like, the day of, no, I don't want to do it. The guy she was dating basically said, yeah, she wants to do it. Yeah, she's dead. She's dead.
Yep.
That's a slippery slope for that. Anyways, that's a completely different topic for what we're talking about. But that's what the government wants
Oh,
to
it's your
happen.
chair.
That's government wants complete control over you, your body, everything.
Put the ash shovel down.
The government's just horrible. They are not
Yep.
for you. They are completely against you.
government
In
is
every
always
single way they
against
can,
you.
Yep.
they will do everything they can to take away as much
They're
as they can.
gonna spread your cheeks and clap you.
Yep. All right. Well, we've hit our hour, basically.
To our take.
Hopefully this doesn't go through. Email your senator, call your representative, do what you can. Because fortunately, we live in America, and you do, to a degree, have the power to help maybe stop this, or at the very least, delay it somewhat.
At the very least, you tried.
At the very least, you tried. So, thank you all very much for watching. Tyler, where can they find you?
You can find me on at Pop-Tart Snake. On basically any social media, if you look at Pop-Tart Snake, you'll probably find me as it.
Yep. You can find me at Sean the Kid 1979 on both YouTube and Instagram. Those are the two
Sean, send me a link to your thing, because I forgot to do that to the last video, too.
We forgot to do the outro in the last video, I think.
I think I forgot to post the links.
Okay.
And go fuck yourself.
Yeah, and Cody doesn't have anything.
Yeah,
I will soon.
My YouTube channel is mostly talking about albums, so...
Mostly games and narrations for me.
Yep, and he doesn't have anything.
I've got a lot to talk about, so I'll probably get a phone soon for this. Anyways.
Alright, yep.
I heard Sean say if he gets 100 likes, he'll post his nudes.
I am not doing that.
Sean, at least raises to 101.
Alright. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm Sean.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Cody.
And hopefully, in a year's time, we are still a free people. But
and drunk.
This has been Dorkies. Thank you very much for watching.
Because actually, next year you could typically drink.
Thank you all very much for watching.
Press the thing, Sean.
This is